Many people see Baltimore as a very hip, trendy town 40 miles from the nation's capital. A place where you can enjoy a pile-high plate of the best steamed Chesapeake blue crabs, covered in Old Bay while tailgating before a Ravens or an Orioles game with your ice-cold beer. But for others, Baltimore, Maryland is a city that is racially segregated. Lines still divide the city, separating out the areas where residents are overwhelmingly black from those that are diverse or mostly white. Come with us to explore the joblessness, deep-seated poverty, and the full range of social challenges that accompany economic disparity and distress that plague this community, and meet a few of the Harlem Park residents that refuse to see their community die. Come along and see what we've learned about this hopeful, surviving community of 21217.
But Harlem Park West Community Association, we came together, we organized in April of 2015, right before the Freddie Gray incident. A few of us came together because we saw things that were happening in our community that we weren't happy with as being tax-paying citizens. We were really upset about the vacant buildings, a lot of the buildings that needed to be stabilized. We were upset about the number of ex-offenders within our community who were unable to get jobs. We were concerned about the number of people in the community who were in substance abuse, who were using drugs. So we decided to come together and form a community association in which we would look holistically at the things that were going on in our community to come up with a plan to try to just better the community. And we've made a lot of progress since April 2015. It's right here where we're standing at right now. This is Campbell's Corner, and a step forward rather, is our main business partner for Harlem Park West. And she provides residential treatment, substance abuse treatment. She has a women and children's treatment home, so residential men's treatment facility. They have NA meetings. We have a full-fledged kitchen. Right now, this artwork that you see right here represents a step forward, and this is new artwork. You can see the artist right over there.
This is where I decided to come. I'm grateful for that because this place saved my life. I mean, it really did. I've been clean 8 months now. Ms. Campbell has helped me through a lot of tough situations that I've been going through the last couple of months, and like I said, they're basically my blood. I mean, it's the only family I have here, and they've really helped me out. It's a great place.
We're just so proud that we have been able to incorporate several business partners in our endeavors trying to just improve this community. So, and we're just really proud of our work. I think it's really important to say that the Harlem Park West executive team consists of a licensed clinical counselor, 2 registered nurses, and a Baltimore City public school teacher. And that's how we're able to provide a holistic approach and do a good assessment so we can address everybody's needs. You're going to see Roots and Branches Elementary School, which we brought them in as a partner for obvious reasons. You need to have a school involved in the community. And we are so proud to say we have the Baltimore City Police Department, Western District. And I'm also a Baltimore City Police chaplain for this community. And I do ride-alongs with the police department in an effort to bring community engagement from the police perspective and to help a lot of the police officers who are not from this community, who don't really understand the culture here, to help them police us better. This community, it's really transitional. There's not a lot of homeowners still left in the community. Some of the homeowners that are still here, how would I say that? Like I know Jill, our secretary, it was her mom's home. She grew up in that home. She was actually living in the county in a really, really nice area. Not to say that this area isn't nice, but she moved back to this area. So the people who are still here are very prideful. You know, I'm a long-term resident of West Baltimore. I grew up in Murphy Homes. All of my family lives here, so I too have been, you know, in and out of the city. I came back to the city because I needed to help a few family members, so that's why I'm here, and I'm just really vested in trying to improve this community and make this community what it used to be. Understanding it was a lot of working class people, blue collar working class people who used to work in like some of the factories, like some of the ports, and it was a family community. There's a lot of history here. Morgan State University, the first building was in Harlem Park, and yes, and I think it was the School for the Deaf, like was right there on Fulton Avenue. So there is a lot of rich history. We have a lot of parks, like back toward that way. So it was a lot of family. It was a Harlem Park School has been here for a number of years. It's Harlem Park Elementary School, Harlem Park Middle School. There's also a high school. It was the Community Recreation Center that used to house a marching band. And now the recreation center is closed. We don't have the basketball team, we don't have the marching band out of there anymore. It's run down. And so these are things when we think about a thriving community, we don't have these things anymore. So how can the community thrive? Presently, we have, according to the Department of Justice, there are 458 African American men who are housed in Maryland prisons that come specifically from this zip code, which is 21217. Vital to restoring this community holistically. So we're working with Midtown Edmondson, Mr. Ray. That's part of his organization right over there, right in that white building right there. Their idea to bring this movie screen here. We show family movies on this screen, and we also do documentaries of Black history. Showing documentation of Black history is critical to what we are trying to do, because we have assessed that not enough young people in the community are aware of their history. Yes, they know about Martin Luther King, they know about Malcolm X, but Black history is not taught every day to our young people from K through 12th grade. They learn about Black history 1 month out of the year, in February, 28 days. Well, we feel as though that's not enough to instill pride and hope and to build their self-esteem. So this movie projection screen, we decided was an intervention that we would use. We would use this as a tool to teach about Black history. This is a charter school, and Miss Annie Reed is the principal. And so we hold our general community meetings inside the school. The women who go to Miss Campbell's substance abuse treatment home, who have children, their children go to this school. So can you imagine the impact, how it negatively would have affected the community had they closed this school down? We wanted our young people to know more about geography. They don't get outside. A lot of our young people do not get outside of the four corners of their hood. They don't know geography. So the mission continues, work with us, and we painted this map of the United States. We're almost done. We're actually going to put the initials. But this is a better way to inform and educate our young people to say, hey, okay, I live right here in Baltimore. This is just a little piece. But they need to know all about the rest of their nation. Bulk trash pickup, to come out to these neighborhoods to clean this stuff up, because this is unclean, this is unhealthy. You're gonna have rats, rodents, and this affects people's asthma. The Department of Public Works, so these are like when we have community meetings, we invite city agencies to come to our community meetings to educate us. And this is a way that we can educate people by putting signs up on buildings, because this is so true. The Harlem Park West Community Association, and this is Holly and Jacob.
Holly, you're beautiful.
They're from the University of Maryland School of Social Work.
Okay, I'm from Third Exit Records. That's my record label.
Okay.
I'm one of the biggest record labels in Baltimore. I started in 1998 with Master P and Birdman, but I was from Baltimore. Took all my illegal money, but I'm 13 years clean. No shoes on. Off that Monroe. What? This is the positive thing. Tyree got it set up. You know, he throw cookouts in the community. My mom go across the street. Anyway, And in the community, you know, it's the Sandtown, Winchester community. You can see it's Monroe and Lafayette,
right?
the Harlem Park area. You know what I'm saying? And what happens is you have the Cotton Grove area. My grandfather used to go to the bowling alley. The market was there. We had nothing in the community. The brothers took it down, so we're giving back with our music, for the record label, the shows, anything we could do for the community.
What happened to school?
Okay, put like this.
Yeah.
You know, you get caught up out here in the streets. Like I said, it's a crab town, and guys kind of caught Shorty slipping, you know.
But he was an up-and-coming local rapper.
He wasn't the up-and-coming local artist. He was the up-and-coming local artist. He was outshining Star.
Yes.
Puff knows him. Gotti knows him.
Yeah. So what do you think contributed to his demise?
The demise is basically the community. Look. Let me go right here. Look up and down. What do you see? What do you see?
Boarded up houses.
Despair.
What else you see?
Boarded up houses.
After boarded up houses, what else you see?
Trash in the roads.
Trash, right? Liquor stores.
Liquor stores.
Churches.
Funeral homes.
All the funeral homes. You gotta have a funeral and the church to wait. Then you see the drugs, you know, the prostitution, the murder, the theft, the looting, the harm. You know, everything's here, you know, but it's no different from the 60s, the 70s, the 50s, and the 40s.
So some young people say it's because, like you said, people in B-more are bitter. Why can't we be better instead of being bitter?
Put like this. 3-wheel motion, 6'4" Impala coaster, selling scrambled dope, pill junkies open, neuro out of order, president and poping, honey shaking off in a strip club twerking, bands, Goldie, Bodymore, Murderland, Maryland, Scooter, Ready Rock, exotic weed and heroin. That's what it is. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I can rap it better, I can say it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's sad because the guys who did it, they gone now. So it's a win-win, lose-lose.
It was a lose-lose. When people are killed, a lot of times people are killed is by other people in the community. It's because the people who actually did the killing or the perpetrators who are killing other people feel some type of way about the person. So when you have strong convictions and you dare to be different and you're trying to better yourself and you don't want to be, you no longer want to be a part of the problem. You have goals, you have aspirations, and you're working toward those. But then you have these perpetrators or other people around you who feel some type of way because you have ascended to this level of high self-esteem and high self-identity, and you see the bigger picture and you want to do better. They feel some type of way about that. And they say, how dare this think he better than me? Oh, he ain't selling drugs no more. Oh, she ain't prostituting no more. Oh, she ain't stripping no more. Oh, he ain't stealing cars no more. He ain't better than me. Who do he think is this? And that's part of the crime problem. And that's part of the murder problem in Baltimore. A lot of young people say, why it's like crabs in a barrel. That's true. That's going on in our community. It's been going on in our community for a very, very long time. So some people have come up with this slogan, don't be better, don't be bitter, be better. Or they're saying terms like Murderland Baltimore, be more, you know, like the sign says over there, be more positive. People are writing this on the row homes because we want to think that, you know, if we can improve the way it looks, if we can get rid of the abandoned housing, if we can provide jobs to ex-offenders, if we can improve people's health, that maybe they can ascend to self-actualization. Maybe they can stop being jealous of that person who has reached this level, who is trying to do better for themselves. The black on black crime, hating one another because somebody else is doing better, that is something we are still trying to improve in our community. And it takes so much involvement from every level. Business owners, faith community, community leaders, the police department. It is a combined effort.